Welcome to ASEAN Today. I'm Raymond Goh of Malaysia's TV3 in Kuala Lumpur.
And I'm Dalton Tanonaka of the Indonesia channel at the ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta. And this is your monthly look at the dynamic Southeast Asia region. We begin here in ASEAN's biggest economy, where a new president was confirmed. The country's constitutional court rejected an election appeal by losing candidate Prabowo Subianto on August 21st. That meant Jakarta Governor Joko Widodo would be inaugurated as Indonesia's 7th president on October 20th. There were fears of major protests ahead of the ruling, but only minor skirmishes with police occurred. Subianto had made claims of voter fraud and intimidation. Thailand also has a new leader. General Prayut Chan-o-cha was named Prime Minister on August 21st by a National Assembly dominated by the military. This came after several months of martial law and the toppling of Yingluck Shinawatra in May. Chan-o-cha is promising to hold elections by the end of 2015.
The remains of 20 Malaysians killed in the shoot-down of a passenger jet in Ukraine were returned home. A national day of mourning was declared on August 22nd. This was the first repatriation of victims following identification in the Netherlands. So far, 28 Malaysians in all have been identified. Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 was hit by a missile fired by pro-Russian rebels in July. All 298 passengers and crew members were killed, including 43 Malaysians. Cambodia's genocide court sentenced the only two surviving leaders of the Killing Fields regime to life in prison. The historic verdicts were announced August 7th against former Khmer Rouge leaders Khieu Sampan and Nguyen Chia. The men were found guilty of murder, political persecution, and other crimes against humanity in the 1970s. Nearly 2 million people were killed in that period of terror. Surviving victims had waited for 35 years for legal accountability.
The territorial dispute in the South China Sea again dominated the discussion at an ASEAN summit of foreign ministers. The claims of several ASEAN states and China have been raising tensions in the region. All parties called for serious dialogue to resolve the matter. Foreign ministers representing 27 countries and economies attended the meeting in Naypyidaw on August 10th, including U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry. He addressed issues confronting Myanmar in particular, including ethnic conflicts and constitutional reform. ASEAN itself celebrated its 47th birthday here in Jakarta with a party for family and friends. Secretary General Lee Loong-min led the celebration here at the group secretariat on August 18th. He said ASEAN is on the threshold of realizing a dream with the planned ASEAN Economic Community next year. Indonesia's foreign minister offered his congratulations.
The fact that through its existence over the past 47 years, we have made Southeast Asia a region of peace and of stability and prosperity. And in a world that is very much affected by conflict, this is not a minor achievement.
The AEC is scheduled to become reality in December of next year.
Tourists are returning to Thailand after a nighttime curfew was lifted in early July. Tourism officials say more than 1,000 Chinese tourists arrived in Bangkok in a single week, a sign of revival in the visitor industry. The government offered a 3-month exemption of visa fees for Chinese nationals to lure them back after months of security fears. The goal is to reach a target of 26.2 million international arrivals with the second half rebound.
If, as it's said, that land is the basis of all wealth, then Myanmar is welcoming a surge of property investors. ASEAN Today's Andita Winda reports.
Myanmar's real estate sector has attracted the attention of domestic and foreign enterprises since the nation began introducing political and economic reforms in 2011. The country's construction and real estate industries have seen rapid growth in the past 3 years. In November 2012, Myanmar's president signed into effect a new foreign investment law, under which investors are not permitted to wholly own property or land in the country. They can only do so through joint venture partnerships with local governments or private citizens.
这从2012年之后，变成最多的什么呢？就是来找获金的，或是自己想来买土地。 地以后来盖大楼跟公寓的这个很多。
Land prices and rents have risen significantly in recent years, with the current cost of renting office space of an international standard reaching as high as $800 per square meter.
从2009年之前，林丁的房地产一直是什么呢？这个涨幅度不大，就是个一年啊，一块土地涨个10%左右。 但是从2009年以后到2009年到2013年这个什么中选，这个涨幅度就最大，就在这2年多左右啊，平均大概要涨个250%左右。
Investment from neighboring countries such as China, Singapore, Vietnam, and Thailand has been flowing into Myanmar. One German real estate company has proclaimed Myanmar's former capital city of Yangon as one of the best places in the world for real estate investment, according to a German real estate website. Andita Winda for ASEAN Today.
More ASEAN Today is coming up shortly.
Indonesia may have a president-elect, but the current office holder isn't done yet. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono outlines his accomplishments next.
Dalam pembangunan Indonesia.
You're watching ASEAN Today. I'm Raymond Goh in Kuala Lumpur.
And I'm Dalton Tanonaka in Jakarta. Indonesia's president delivered his final State of the Nation address on August 15th, highlighting his successes over the past 10 years in office. Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono is in the hot seat.
Selama 1 dekade terakhir, kita mencatat bersama beberapa perkembangan positif dalam pembangunan Indonesia. Pertama, kita dapat menjaga stabilitas dan kondisi makroekonomi yang relatif baik. Walaupun bangsa kita terus diterpa cobaan, apakah itu dalam bentuk bencana alam maupun krisis moneter global utamanya yang terjadi pada tahun 2008. Kedua, Indonesia terus mencetak pertumbuhan ekonomi yang relatif tinggi. Pada periode tahun 2009-2013, secara rata-rata pertumbuhan ekonomi nasional mencapai 5,9%. Ini jauh lebih tinggi dari pertumbuhan ekonomi Amerika Serikat, Eropa, dan Jepang.